The Wii U. Such a misunderstood console. Such a empty console. Oh my god, there are just bots coming on the screen. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another commentary. And this time around, I decided to take a footage that I recorded right before the Wii U's online servers went under and decided to record this small commentary. It's Super Mario Maker. And originally, I wanted to do this commentary by myself, but I was actually kind of running out of things to say, so guess who joined me today?
Huh? Huh?
It's your turn.
It's my turn. Greetings, everyone. I'm here to, as we say in Portuguese, encher chouriço. Greetings, everyone. This is Spring. You may have remembered me from that little cameo in the NES Extravaganza video, and I'm glad to be here to talk about Mario.
Wait, you remember from the cameo NES Extravaganza, not from, the giant-ass Sonic Adventure commentary we did?
What's a Sonic Adventure commentary?
You know what? True. But okay, so starting with this commentary, I want to, I'll actually make it so it starts with you. What are your experiences with the Wii U in general? Like, what are your memories? Anything in particular? When you got it? Games you played? Stuff like that. Just a giant ass Wii U discussion.
The Wii U. The Wii U. I mean, you know what? You knock it out of the park when you start the commentary because, yeah, such a misunderstood console, and I say misunderstood both by its own developer and by the people by the consumers, because why the hell was it called the Wii U? People thought it was an add-on for the Wii. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay,
Yeah.
when it came to the Wii U, so the Wii was technically speaking my first ever home Nintendo console. I never had a GameCube, never had an N64, yada yada yada. So the
Same
Wii
here.
was my first home console, Nintendo console. And thanks to games like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I fell in love with Nintendo and their series. So when I knew, there's a new console coming out, it's the Wii U, it's in HD, okay. And then I was following the news, a lot of people were not that impressed with it. I was remaining hopeful, saying, things are gonna get better, the games look interesting, it's gonna have third-party support, because that time was like the big thing against the Wii. And so I really wanted. I was getting to high school as well. I was discussing it with some friend of mine in high school about the game. And I was waiting to see, okay, when some interesting games will compel me to buy the Wii U. And 2013, they showed a lot of stuff for the Wii U. And they definitely need it because the Wii U was not selling well. And they showed for the first time Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. I still don't like those names.
Nobody does.
Smash 4. I'm gonna call Smash 4 so it's easier.
Smash.
But, and seeing Smash Brothers, which I loved Brawl, seeing it in HD, the new characters they showed, like Mega Man, Villager, and even the Wii Fit Trainer, I was excited to play as her. Like, okay, definitely getting this console for this, at least for Smash. And then they also showed other games like Super Mario 3D World, which looked interesting. Sonic Lost World, which I was.
It's a game.
It's a game. I wanted to be positive again, but it's a game that exists. Other games like, for example, even the Wind Waker HD remake. I wanted to play Wind Waker because people talked about how great Wind Waker was. I still haven't played it.
Play the game?
I still didn't play it to this day, but we'll get there someday.
One day, if it ever comes to Switch, maybe.
I hope so.
Perhaps.
I keep hearing that technically they already have the remakes done for both Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Just a matter of when they will release them, if they release them. But that's another story. That's another story. But oddly enough, so I got the Wii U in 2013. It was on 2013, on during summertime. 11 years ago, technically.
Wait a minute, wait, summertime of 2015?
13.
13, okay. You gotta wait earlier than me.
Yeah. So, and I got it around the same time Mario Kart 8 was out. And they had like a little promotion where, if you get the Wii U during this time and get Mario Kart 8, you get a free Wii U game from a selection. They had Wind Waker HD. They had Wonderful 101. And they had other games that I don't remember them out of the top of my head. But
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze?
I don't remember if that game was part of the list. Potentially.
No, wait a minute. It was 2013?
13, yes.
Okay, then it wasn't. Then that game was not there.
Okay. But I knew, which game was there, and I picked Sonic Lost World.
Oh boy!
I got the
Did
game
you
for.
ever finish the game?
Yes, I did. I did actually. Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I
okay.
got the game for free, so I did at least didn't spend a dollar, an euro with it. but
Wowee.
but yeah, I got the Wii U during the summertime. I played it with my dad. My dad fell in love with Mario Kart 8. I fell in love with Mario Kart 8. Let's not talk about the battle mode.
No, no,
The vanilla battle
no,
mode
no.
from the Wii U version.
No, for me, that battle mode is fucking perfection because I could just drive around as a Koopa Troopa on a Mercedes and just say fuck y'all to everybody else.
It's the ultimate therapy. The therapy mode.
This is how I smile through the pain.
But yeah, and I had fun with Wii U. Like, yeah, Mario Kart 8 and Smash Bros. Were definitely the games I played the most there. I had some memories with some smaller games. For example, we also got Dr. Kawashima, the DS game. We got that game as a
Oh,
bonus way before they did DS Virtual Console games. That was weird.
yeah, I remember that. Fun fact: did you know that there's actually a game that a lot of people buy? It was the top of the download list back on when the Wii U eShop was alive, solely because it was easy to homebrew your Wii U with that game.
That's amazing. But no, I had a lot of great memories with the Wii U for sure. For me, it's a console that had a lot of potential, at least some potential. But it couldn't compete with the other games, with the other systems at the time, with the previous Nintendo output, even with the 3DS itself. And honestly, it kind of taught me a lesson of yeah, don't always expect great things. Sometimes of the people you worship, because since the Wii and Brawl made me a huge Nintendo fan. And the Wii U taught me a lesson of, yeah, sometimes people mess up.
I mean, didn't Sonic already teach you that lesson?
With Sonic, I was trying to be naive, but then Sonic taught me that. I mean, with Sonic, I loved Sonic, but I never put them in the big pedestal because when I got into Sonic, I already knew about Sonic 06 and all those blunders. With Nintendo, I remember hearing people like Ryan from Brain Scratch Comms, like, sometimes complaining. I'm like, oh, why are you complaining? Nintendo does great stuff. Nintendo was the one who saved the video game market in the US. Then I
Yeah, yeah.
got the Wii U.
Fuck you!
Nice.
You fucking dick!
You know, that's the perfect symbol of what I was trying to say, which is the E3 2015. That's my reaction. What happened right there with Mario dying? That's like E3 2015. That was like the pinnacle of me. Yeah, I know Nintendo is not perfect by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. That
No.
E3 Direct. That E3 Direct, boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
E3 2015. We can, you know what? Let's talk about it now. That direct fucking sucks.
It sucks. It freaking
It was
sucks.
the first time I was really disappointed with Nintendo. Like, what the fuck?
That's like
Especially
legit.
when there were other things that they were announcing at the time. They could have put in this direct to make it, better, like the Smash Play stuff.
The thing is, it started on the like with the Smash Bros. Presentation before the main E3 presentation. Sadly, that thing got leaked, so
Yeah.
we kind of already knew going in. But even still, on its own, that presentation was fun. It announced Roy as a returning veteran. It announced more costumes.
Universe, chaos, and dick pics everywhere.
The Miiverse, and of course then Ryu was like the main event. Again, it was leaked beforehand, but it was a good direct on itself. And then, so Smash Brothers was kind of like one of the main courses. Okay, let's see what happens. And what they did was the most baffling thing I've ever seen. They opened up with Star Fox Zero, which, whenever you think about that game nowadays, at the time it was a release people were looking forward to.
Yeah, and it was a cute way to show it because it was like Satoru Iwata, Shigeru Miyamoto, and Reggie Fils-Aimé, all as puppets. And that was the last time we saw Satoru Iwata in a conference, in a live format as a puppet, which is very fitting and very cute, but also kind of sad.
Yeah, in hindsight.
Yeah.
But that was kind of a good opening. I know, again, Star Fox Zero, controversial game as it is because of its motion controls, or gyro control, I should say. But at the time, it was a game people were looking forward to. And then, I don't remember exactly all the announcements, but I remember afterwards was Bowser and Donkey Kong and Skylanders, which, again, at the time, Skylanders was a big thing. And combining Amiibo with Skylanders was kind of a novelty idea. What the fuck?
Yeah, I love I don't love I don't like that so many players are like, haha, let's troll you. But I mean, it was an interesting thing at the time, but I think even around the time Skylander was kind of dying.
Yeah.
So it was such an interesting collaboration. It's like, That this is how you collaborate? Oh, okay.
Okay.
But hey, I mean, they existed. It was interesting. I think.
And then I don't remember a lot of the announcers. I'm gonna talk about the ones that stuck out to me the most. One,
Yeah.
and this one is sadly, it's sad to think, oh, it's not a good announcement because it was one of the developers' wives talking about her involvement in Yoshi Woolly World. And keep this in mind, what she said was absolutely heartwarming. That she was the one who created like the amiibos, or she was doing like the crochet, the needle felting to make the amiibos. Oh, speaking of Yoshi,
Yeah, but
Holy World even
timing.
perfect. My timing was impeccable.
This commentary is going places.
I love this. But yeah, it was her talking about her involvement, and it's like, oh, this is a really nice moment. The problem is, first thing, the game was already released in Japan.
Europe.
In Europe?
No, in Europe.
Just in Europe? Really?
Just in Europe at the time, yeah.
That's weird. Okay.
You
Points
know
for
what?
us, I guess. Points for us, I
I'll
guess.
my phone just to confirm this because I remember it was such a weird thing that we Europeans actually got the game first, and for some reason on Google I wrote Yoshi's Willy World. let me search. Why is it not showing the? What the fuck's going on here? What? Wait, why is the Wikipedia article so empty? What happened here? What?
Anyway.
Wait. Wait, it's simple Wikipedia. Of course. Hold up. I'll fix this. Okay, so it came out in Australia first on June 25th, then Europe on June 26th, then Japan on July 16th, then North America on October 16th. Why the fuck did
Why the delay? Why that's such a big delay? Like, it's not like an RPG where you have to translate stuff. And even if you had to translate, you already had the Australian and the British English versions to use as a basis.
Yeah, just change a little. It's just small things you had to change.
Like, why? Was it because of the Amiibo implementation? Like, with Amiibo releases? What?
What? I don't know.
Again, another proof on how things were so backwards back then on the Wii U era.
Yeah.
But again, that was such a nice thing to know about the game, and again, it was wholesome. But again, the game was already out for some regions. Why are we seeing this right now? Like, what's the purpose? Also, that looks like
it was coming out, but it was coming out in like a few weeks.
Yeah. Also, that looks like Hatsune Miku, the character playing as.
Actually, that's not Hatsune Miku. That's another character from another manga that they just really randomly added to Super Mario Maker as a collaboration because fuck it, we can do that.
We'll get there because there's a lot of things I want to talk about the collaborations for this game, but
again,
that announcement was like kind of pointless. Not pointless, as in they should say that for a separate video during, like, for example, when talking about the game was being released in other regions, because that's a really nice story. But it kind of clogged the time for other announcements. And then let's get to the two big controversial ones. Let's start with the lesser one, Amiibo Festival. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
Lesser? I think that is worse, because so many people want HD Animal Crossing, and we finally show it, and it's a fucking board game.
The thing I say is not the worst one, because I think that the announcement of Metroid Prime Federation Force, I think the backlash was big. Think of it like this.
Yeah.
Did Nintendo say anything about Amiibo Festival in the Nintendo Direct? No. Meanwhile, one of the developers, they actually said, oh, I know a lot of people are confused or don't understand, like, this game, so here's us explaining. Like, I think the backlash for Metroid Prime Federation Force was massive. Like, Jesus Christ.
It was. I mean, it's a personal story I have about that game. I was such a dumb 14-year-old at the time. Wait, no, I wasn't even 14. I was 13 at the time.
You're making me feel old. I was in my first year of college, bro.
Yeah. If anybody is not aware, Spring is way older than me. But like, I remember that I was so angry. It's like I actually signed a petition to like cancel the game, but then I immediately regretted it when some Kami Johnny did a video about Federation Force saying that it existed. And he said, "Don't be one of those people that sign petitions." And I immediately regretted that I did that. So
I'm so sorry, some Kami Johnny.
Yeah, I felt so bad. It's like maybe I should have acted more mature. And from that day, I don't think I've ever signed a petition like that ever again.
Yeah, but again, those two announcements. exactly not what people wanted from those series. People want a HD Animal Crossing, they got a party game instead. A very bad party game that can only work if you have amiibos. For those who don't know, amiibos were like the NFC figurines, chips figurines from
They
Nintendo.
still exist.
They still exist, but like they were used like, oh, you can use them in multiple games. Like Smash Bros was like the big one. Like you have a character and they appear in the game and you can train them. I like amiibo.
There was a point when Amiibo, it was supposed to be for multiple games instead of one game, like Skylanders.
Yeah, and they did this. Oh, they released a whole batch of Animal Crossing amiibo just for that game. But you could only play the game if you have at least more than one Animal Crossing amiibo. And amiibo were, at least in America, from what I remember hearing, were not that abundant. So this game was doomed to fail from the beginning.
Yeah, and now they are very abundant because nobody gave a shit about buying them.
Yeah. And then Metroid Prime Force. Back then, Metroid was in a really big hiatus, which again, for the Metroid series, hiatus is something that's sadly, not sadly, but like it's something to be expected from the series. But at that point, it really felt.
I mean, as a Metroid, can I explain this as a
yes, you're the Metroid guy, so just explain it.
So the reason why we had that first hiatus in the first place from Super Metroid to Metroid Fusion is because they did not know how to translate Metroid into 3D on Nintendo 64. They just were not comfortable with it, and they handed it off to another company, but the company refused because they thought that they couldn't do anything compared to Super Metroid, which Yoshiro Sakamoto actually took that as a compliment. But the second hiatus, the reason why that happened is I think it really because of Other M's backlash. Not just backlash, but low sales. Because I think if you look at it in a vacuum, the game did okay. But because so much of its budget was spent on the high-profile cutscenes and the voice acting and all that stuff, it cost Nintendo a lot of money for sales that did not make up. So that's why Nintendo went on another big hiatus from Metroid during many years.
So
and also, there was just not a big developer behind it. I mean, Yoshiro Sakamoto was still searching for a company to make the next 2D Metroid game, and Retro Studios had already moved on from Metroid and went to Donkey Kong.
Mm-hmm. So now imagine during this time frame, while you're waiting for a new entry in one of your favorite series, or this is a series you want to play, you get a multiplayer, which didn't look that impressive, if I'm being honest, for the 3DS. With chibi models that are not that good looking, if I'm being honest again. So yeah, people bitched.
It bitched hard, and maybe there was something. I mean, there was Triforce Heroes that was announced, which is, I mean, it was okay, but it's also like that's a game that you really need friends to play, otherwise you're stuck with a very bad single-player campaign. So, haha, no.
Then they announced the crossover between Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario, which I was actually looking forward to that. But then I see how bland they made it. Both Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario look like in that game, which...
Yeah.
Like, if you want to talk about blandest Mario game, in my opinion, that's one of the main contenders.
Really? Not New Soup 2.
Point taken. I forgot about that. See, I forgot about that game.
There you go. That proves my point even further.
It proves your point.
You forget about it.
Like, it even proves your point. There you go. So, I mean, yes, I did say contender, not number one. Anyway.
You did not think about New Soup 2.
Yeah, point taken. New Soup 2 is probably the blandest one now that I think about it.
I mean, I still want to play it because, I mean, at its core, it's a 2D Mario game, and I like 2D Mario. It's just that it doesn't do anything new.
Yeah, it's like, it's still a good game. It's Mario game that works, but it doesn't have anything that's special about it except, oh, it brought back some things from previous Mario games, which at the time was like the norm, and the coin mechanic, which again, not that exciting. Oh, you can.
If it was a Wario game, then
yeah, like why wasn't a Wario game? That would have been more fun and funnier.
Funnier and funner because I mean I like Wario Land and I'm still waiting on the new Wario Land Nintendo. Come on.
Come on! I would at least release the Shake the Mansion or Shake It because I love that game.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly enough, I actually hear from a lot of people that don't really enjoy that game as much as the other Wario Lands because it doesn't feel as wacky
no, it doesn't.
What the fuck as the other ones.
No, Wario Land 4
is still very charming from where I see.
Yeah, no, Wario Land 4 is a lot more weird, bizarre. It's more Wario-esque, while Wario and Shake It looks more like they took
anime.
Wario anime. Okay, let's put it like that. Wario anime.
Very anime.
But it's still
they
really
did give
game.
us Captain Syrup back, and she looks gorgeous. So
And they give us the best cutscene. I mean, for me, the best part is the ending cutscene of that game. But I'm not gonna spoil it, so no people. Yeah, no. So shut up and have a good laugh.
Yeah, fuck are these? I like these instead.
But yeah, that's E3 2015 really showed me, young college kid, that yeah, not like video game companies in general are not your friends.
No, they're not. And also, it also showed me that maybe I shouldn't get hyped up to this thing. And it kind of did set an interesting trajectory for Nintendo because the following year, Nintendo did not have an E3 presentation. So that was actually the first, because of that, that was the first year where I actually checked out presentations from other companies. And that's how I started watching Microsoft's conferences, which now with the death of E3, I don't really watch them too frequently, but hey, I check them out every once in a while just to see if anything interesting appears. And now, after I've played Halo, I can now be interested if they announce a new Halo game. So
Let's
there's
go,
that.
new Halo.
Yeah.
Whenever that happens, if it
Well,
happens.
yeah, whenever that happens, because it seems like right now they're still updating Infinite for my here, but like. Free for Free industry seems to be prepping up for a new thing, but they're also going through some changes in leadership and stuff like that. So it's a bit confusing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
to end my Wii U, to answer your question about the Wii U,
yeah. There you go. Continue.
I had a fun. It's a fun console. I had a lot of memories again. Like it marked my first college years when I played again some Smash Brothers Wii U with my dad and online with some friends. When I played Mario Kart 8, that became one of my favorite games again with my dad. And Splatoon, I haven't touched the series since, but Splatoon 1, I had a lot of fun with that game, both online and single player. And it was a new IP that now it's a mainstay on Nintendo series, on the Nintendo IP, which is really nice to see. It had Amiibo, it had one of the best virtual console, at least lineups. Whether the games were a good emulator or not, that's a point of contention to the pros to discuss. I'm not a pro, so I will not discuss it. I just say in terms of lineup, it was really good. It really did not know how to market itself. Like, I keep bringing up the name, but the name really shows the problem. I still remember this. I bought the last main game I bought for the Wii U was Breath of the Wild.
In what year?
In 2017, when the game came out.
17. Okay.
And I still remember I was at the desk with the clerk, and the clerk, she was like, "Oh, by the way, says Wii U, but it's for a console called Wii U." And I told her, "Oh yes, I know, it's for the Wii U." And she's like, "Oh, good," because there's a lot of parents who don't know that. I'm like, still in 2017, there was this question going on.
I still remember, like, you know Toonami, that block.
Yeah, the Toonami block, yes.
Yeah. So when they made a review for Breath of the Wild when that appeared, and at the end, Sarah, the AI companion to Tom, said, "We rate Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Wii U and Switch," and Tom said, "Come on, for the Switch." Like, who fucking cares?
That's harsh.
Yeah, but it shows a lot.
No, but it tells you everything. It tells you everything.
I mean, it's so interesting that Breath of the Wild, when you look at like the gameplay that it was shown off in like the Game Awards of 2014, it looks really different from how it came out, because the changes that it went through were to accommodate the Switch only having one screen, while back then they were really going to use the gamepad for maps or items and stuff like that, like they did for the HD mix of remasters of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, but they changed it so much that now it's more of a suggestion. Yeah. Actually, it's not. They don't even use the gamepad much, if at all.
Which is really sad in hindsight.
Yeah.
And again,
like the big new Zelda game that was supposed to be for Wii U takes so long that it comes out for the Switch. It sells better on the Switch, and anything that was going to make it interesting on the Wii U is completely discarded.
Yep.
Holy shit.
But to give you an idea, personal note, I do have the game again on the Wii U. I didn't play as much. But I do want to get back to Breath of the Wild and then go to Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm thinking of selling the Wii U copy to get the Switch version.
Yes, how about you give it to me? I actually like to play it on the Wii U.
Well, if you pay it up, sure.
How much?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. But it actually would be funny if I just got the Wii U version. I couldn't get the DLC anymore, but I have it on the Switch, though.
Yes. I mean, I don't mind giving it to you. But again, the Wii U had good games. So let's just look at the amount of ports the Switch had of Wii U games.
Yeah, I've talked about this before, but Tropical Freeze. I mean, I still have yet to play the game, but the fact that they decided, let's charge this $60 on the Switch, even though they didn't change it much besides new funky modes, just goes to show how the quality of the game, I'd say.
But for me, the most egregious example was Pokken, which is another game I got.
Pokken, yeah.
Pokken Tournament, a Pokemon fighting game, which is actually really fun, and I think kind of underrated. I don't see. I don't see a lot of
It's
people
like
talking about
Tekken, except it's a bit different from Tekken.
I mean, I won't say it's like Tekken, but
I mean, dude, it's called Pokken. Pokemon
just when I say the gameplay is not as similar to Tekken, but I mean it is similar, but it has an okay, whatever. It's a Pokemon fighting game with
that's why I said it's like Tekken, but not exactly like Tekken.
it's just Tekken at least in name. And Pikachu does the Jin victory pose.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Pikachu folds his arms like Pika.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game was a lot of fun. It was released on the arcades and on the Wii U. On the arcade version, and I think at this in Japan, they already announced new characters for that, like Darkrai, Scizor, Croak, like some new Pokemon for that. And people that had a Wii U version, like me and a friend of mine, we were, okay, they're gonna maybe sooner or later announce these characters for the Wii U version, right? They're gonna announce DLC. Zero Silence. Then there was that infamous Pokemon...
Wait, Zero Silence? That means that there wasn't silence.
0 words with a lot of silence then.
Ah.
And again, one of the infamous Pokemon Directs where they announced Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Oh boy, did the Pokemon fandom bitch about that one.
Why is it not on Switch?
But for me, the biggest one, for me to bitch as a Pokemon fan, was they announced Pokken Tournament, whatever the heck, the
Tournament DX.
DX, thank you. That had the DLC characters plus an extra one as the CGI. And I'm like, ow. Like, I invested time and money in this Wii U version. There was plenty of opportunities to release them as DLC. Way before the Switch was even announced. They never did.
They didn't care.
Let's just charge $60 for the same version of the game with the extra characters that you could have gotten for a lesser price. Thanks. Thanks, Bandai Namco, Game Freak, whatever the heck I should blame for this.
Blame both.
I'll blame both. But yeah, again, it showed that the Wii U had great games. I never played this game, but I know you and our other fellow commentator, Klaus, you guys love Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yes, we love that game.
So that's a big game also for the Wii U.
We're still waiting on the Switchboard.
Please a Switch version so I can finally play it.
Yeah, I mean, you could start with X if you wanted to because it's not related to the other Xenoblade games. I mean, that's how Class started, I think.
Yeah, but another and let's see, a game for the Switch for the Wii U that we should talk about, Mario Maker, that we are looking at it right now.
Yeah, I love that this is all about anything but Mario Maker. But you know what? We'll use that as a transition topic. What are your opinions on the Mario series? Like, or what's your experience with Mario? How did you get to know Mario and stuff like that?
Let's see, about Mario. I don't remember when I learned about Mario exactly. For Sonic, I knew more or less the time frame. With Mario, I guess maybe the same time as Sonic, because people had a Game Boy or Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, so they had Mario games there. Remember seeing the SNES classics, Super Mario Brothers for the Game Boy. I remember seeing that for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
I played a lot of the Mario Advance games. Mario Advance 1 is one of my favorites. Mario Advance 3, Yoshi's Island. It's
yeah. What a name.
Yeah, that was technically one of the first Mario games, air quotes, because it depends if you consider Yoshi games part of Mario games. The same way if you consider Wario games part of Mario games, or if you consider Luigi games, Mario games, or if you consider Donkey Kong games, Mario games, or if you consider Peach games, Mario games. Where was I? Where was I again? Where was I again?
Yes, Mario.
Okay, to keep it straightforward, I really like Mario. Like, it's right now it's battling Fire Emblem for my second favorite Nintendo series.
Oh, Fire Emblem of all series.
Fire Emblem, but we'll get there someday talking about the series. I wanna go on a feast about three houses here.
I mean, with Fire Emblem, I most likely won't do a commentary of it because they're RPGs, they're big.
But I like Mario. Like they range from either simple fun, even if they are blind, again, like New Soup 2, like we were talking about. I have no doubts that the game is good. Or, for example, the other game, Mario Super Mario 3D Land. It's one of the basic and simplest Mario games visually, but it's still a fun time. But then when the series gets creative, it gets really creative and really ambitious, like for Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey.
Or Wonder.
Mario Wonder, I was gonna say Wonder. Like,
Wowie Zowie!
Wowie Zowie, I love Mario Wonder. I recently finished and I really enjoyed that game. One of my favorites, for sure. So,
Elephant fan. It really is sure to appease elephant fans everywhere.
That's me. He's talking about me.
It's been me.
But yeah, no, I really like Mario, and not even the platformers. Like I didn't play a lot, but the Mario RPGs, for example, I've seen a playthrough of the remake of Mario RPG, and even though Mario RPG was never one game I was interested. Seeing the remake and the amount of care the game has, like it really made me appreciate it a lot. Now I understand the Geno hype, but I also
And
wish there
I
was
actually
Mallow
did play the
hype.
original version.
I wish there was Mallow hype. And I wish there was Booster
Mallow just
hype.
kind of
Booster is
forgot.
underrated.
Yeah,
The
no,
Wario
it's
before
like
Wario.
they-
The Wario before Wario.
You know, yeah. I remember laughing my ass off during one of the scenes when I was first playing Mario RPG as a kid. And then yes, this thing, Super Mario RPG was actually the first virtual console game I ever got.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Which is very funny looking back because I was asking my dad, like, I want one of these games, and he said just pick one. What was your option? Super Metroid. It took me till near the Wii U's demise for me to get the Wii U Virtual Console version of Super Metroid.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
But I love Super Metroid. But you guys can check out the commentary right now. It was the first
That
one I did.
commentary is more than 1 year old at this point. Oh boy.
Yeah, it was. I made it late April of 2023. It has been a while. And I think you can already tell it a little bit of its age because I talked about how the Switch 2 is probably going to release in 2024.
About that.
About that. I talked about so much during that commentary. It's still the longest commentary I've done. If you're talking about a single video. If you're talking about multiple videos, it's Sonic Adventure.
That's like an adventure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really like Mario. Then other spin-off games to talk about the other Mario Kart 8. Like I said, I have a lot of memories with that game. Played with family and friends. Mario Party. I mean, we have been playing Mario. We have been playing Mario Party on the NSO, and it's been chaotic as one would expect.
It's been funny and fun.
The game is very
reason,
stupid. The games are very stupid, but they are so fun.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, my hands. Why am I bleeding from my palms?
I think my first Mario Party game legit was Mario Party 8, which is the lesser one that people talk about when it comes to the classic Mario Party games until Mario Party 9, but I really enjoyed it. Again, lots of memories playing that game at a friend's house or with family members. It's a really fun game. Definitely should have aged with the motion controls.
Compatibility. How should I enjoy it now?
Let's see, other Mario games that I like. Dr. Mario for the NES. I played the crap out of that game.
You played that one with your dad a lot, right?
Yeah, like that was the puzzle game me and my dad played on an NES Classic. Because I have an NES Classic and an SNES Classic.
Nah, you got the mini consoles. I have none.
They are really cool. They're really cool. They are the less. I think it's a novelty concept as less. They're a really fun way to play the original games as a way that's mimics how they were supposed to be played. Which, as like a guy who wants to get into the other games. It was a great deal. I know, yes, I could have gotten easily on the virtual consoles back when the virtual console was a thing, but I liked it.
Or now the NSO.
The NSO, but I like having the SNES controller and playing it kind of like I'm playing an actual SNES or NES.
Yeah, you could get it for the Switch, but it costs, so yeah. I don't blame you.
Let's see, other Mario games.
Well, you talked about Mario Kart. Any other Mario Kart game besides it? Did you play?
I played the DS via download play.
Oh, I've never played DS. I saw it a lot
DS
as a
is
kid.
really fun. DS, I remember back then, people would say the best Mario Kart games are either Mario Kart 64 or Mario Kart DS. I will say that I don't think Mario Kart 64 is as big as people say it is. It's still a great game. You and I played it together, the battle mode, even with lag and everything.
Yeah, it's still fun, especially when we just start quoting what's premiered?
But let's see, Mario Kart. I played the Wii. It's definitely the most chaotic Mario Kart game there is out there.
Blue shells.
Blue shells ahoy! But until the booster pass on Mario Kart 8, I still thought that the Mario Kart Wii had the best Mario Kart roster. Now with the booster pass, Mario Kart 8 wins by default.
Yeah, they brought both Funky Kong and Diddy Kong. You won me over.
Yeah, they did. Woo!
I fucking love Funky Kong's voice lines like love that.
When it comes to favorite Mario games, I say Mario Wonder definitely is a recent fan favorite for me. Mario World, I still think Super Mario World I still think is my favorite 2D Mario game. Mario 3,
Everybody is like peak gaming with that game.
it really is. And also, it's one of the most iconic Mario games after the first one, I'd say, because iconic, even if it's on the smaller circles. For example, how many ROM hacks or how many sprite videos have you seen with the Mario World sprite?
Too many.
Too many to
And
count.
Kaizo.
And Kaizo Mario, never forget, good old Kaizo Mario. But I really
Uh,
like Mario World. I like Mario 3, though I will say, in retrospective, the new Super Mario Bros. Games made me see less the magic of Mario 3, because since they reused so many stuff from the Mario 3. But it's not Mario 3's fault. It's the new Super Mario Bros.
it's
Game's
not.
fault. Speaking of new Super Mario Bros., I really enjoyed the Wii and DS games. The Wii was technically my first home console Mario game, and I really enjoyed that one. I will say the DS version is more unique, for sure, but I still think the Wii version is really fun to play. It has a red cover. It's really cool.
Yeah. And those are the new Super games that I actually played. DS was like the first Mario game I ever played. Official Mario game, because before then it was like Flash games.
Yeah.
And then Wii, I played it a few years ago, and I actually 100% it all in a week. But it was a fun time. It's funny how Mario Wonder took me less time to beat than New Super Wii, I think. But like Mario Wonder, I just locked the fuck in with that game. It's like, yeah, let me 100% this, and I did.
When it comes to 3D Mario games, I played 3D Land. It's definitely it's the blandest, but it's more than functional, and it's still a fun game. That's the most important thing.
It's a game that's like, unlike the new Super games where you definitely got tired after a while. 3D Land, it's one of those. It's there. It's harmless. It exists. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun for what it is.
Yeah.
3D World, really fun game. It's while it's not as ambitious as other 3D Mario games, it's definitely still a fun time with the multiplayer, and now especially with Bowser's Bowser's Fury, which Bowser looks so fucking cool in that. I love.
Oh my god!
Bowser.
I actually want to get the Switch version of that game just to experience Bowser Fury and, play online with you.
Let's do it. Let's see.
Yeah.
I haven't played Odyssey yet. I am failing, but I really want to get that game for sure. Love Mario Galaxy. I played the Wii
Which
version.
one? 1 or 2?
I haven't played 2 yet. I just played the first one, and I love that game. Mario World and Mario Galaxy are like fighting for like my number one favorite Mario platformer. Like those two games. Maybe not Wonder is also part of the competition, but Mario World and Mario Galaxy, those two games are peak Mario. When the series gets creative or good, those two games are my first example. Like Mario games will never live down those two games when it comes to peak Mario, peak gaming. Those two, like
Peak gaming. Are those the sounds of peak fiction?
it's the big fiction,
Oh.
and that's
So,
why
like-
Yoshi and Rosalina are my favorite Mario characters because of Mario
Yeah,
World.
Rosalina, I agree. And for me, it's Wario because Wario funny.
Wario is fun.
There's a reason why I play as him all the fucking time in Mario Party.
To quote Shay Frillis, is it Wario the man or Wario the character?
the idea.
The idea. Well, if you want to talk about the other spin-offs, Donkey Kong Country, one of the first games you and I played together was the first Donkey Kong Country game. I sucked ass at it,
Yeah,
but
we
it
did
was fun.
finish. I basically had. It's funny because the characters we play are like representative of our ages. Like you play as Donkey Kong because you're the older one, and I play as Diddy Kong because I'm the younger one. But I'm the one carrying you all the fucking time.
Which, again, according to some college artists' review, Diddy Kong is the best way to play Donkey Kong Country because
He's more nimble.
Yeah, so there you go. It makes sense. I haven't
The
played.
cartwheel makes all the difference.
I haven't played Donkey Kong Country 2 that I really want to because that's considered one of the best. I want to play Donkey Kong Country 3 as well, even if it's just for the meme of the Kiddy Kong.
Diddy Kong.
I don't think I'll ever play Donkey Kong 64, but we'll see.
Nah, I mean, okay. So I've played it on the Wii U, but barely. I only beat the first world, and the second world I just kind of stopped. But I always said to myself, I'm never gonna 100% this game, and that's still true. But I'm no longer playing on the Wii U. I'm just kind of waiting for them to just put it on NSO so I could just play it because I think that game deserves a second chance.
Okay. I'll probably won't touch it. I really want to play Jungle Beat someday. The Wii version.
Oh,
at least.
Jungle Beat is such a fun. It's like a fun idea. It's like it's this. You do that.
And never forget, like a lot of the developers who worked on that game worked on Mario Galaxy afterwards.
Yes, which is so funny. Like Koizumi was involved in both. It's like what?
Then I played Donkey Kong 3 Returns on the Wii. At the time I was younger, so I really didn't appreciate the game's difficulty. Nowadays, if I go back to it, I probably will like it a lot more. But even back then, I had fun. Donkey Kong 3 Returns maybe the lesser are the country games, but I still think it's a really good platformer for sure. Like really good
I want to play that
visually,
one.
and it's just fun. Fuck the rocket barrels, especially the one with the
Yeah.
bat.
I do want to play that one day, but I'm actually kind of conflicted if I want to play the 3DS version or the HD version that's coming out, because the HD version that's being $60, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have the money for that. While the
Yeah.
3DS version is still like $20, at least from what I'm seeing. So I'll see about it. But I do definitely want to play that game. Not the Wii version though. I don't want to. I don't want motion controls in that one.
They weren't so bad, but they are a bit distracting nowadays for sure.
Yeah, like if I'm getting a game from which, I mean, for example, Resident Evil 4. That's so far the only Resident Evil game I'm interested in. I want to play the Wii version because I want pointer controls. I want that. But for Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is a platformer, do I really want to shake just to like do
Roll.
like the ground pound move? I don't think so.
Or to roll over, or to blow out dandelions? Why was that a thing?
Yeah, it was a thing.
For sure, not
think.
sure why, but sure. Let's see, other spin-offs. I love Yoshi Island. Like the first one. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi Island, love that game. It's, again, if you consider that a Mario game, that's my number one. It's my first
Yeah,
Mario
I mean,
game.
Super Mario World 2.
So technically, yeah.
That maybe no, it's.
But
I don't
no,
consider it.
I don't consider it either. For me, it's Yoshi Island. But I really
Would
like
you
that
ever
game.
play other Yoshi's Yoshi Story? Have you played that?
I played it a little bit. Honestly, it's definitely not anything to write home about, but it's cute and charming. I have fun with Yoshi Story. It's really cute seeing the Yoshis just pow, 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 pow. Then
That
an
was
enemy
the first time
appears.
that Kasumito Taka voiced Yoshi.
Yeah.
And you get to
And then when an enemy appears, it's like it's so cute. Like that game is adorable. It's nothing amazing, but it's cute. Never played Yoshi on DS, though I am curious because they bring back more baby characters, like baby Donkey
Wario
Kong,
is
baby
a thing that
Wario.
you can see.
Yeah. Never play. I played the demo of Crafted World for the Switch. Nah. I
Yeah, I
played the
also
demo
felt the
of
same way.
Woolly World for the 3DS, and I enjoyed it. And I honestly, if I ever go back to my Wii U to get a game, it would be Woolly World. That's like, from what I've seen, that game looks really fun. Really fun.
I do want to play that one as well, and it would be on the Wii U, even though I do have a 3DS.
Yeah, I would play on the Wii U too. Unless they announce it for
For
the
the
Switch.
I mean, it's so interesting. Like we got a Yoshi game early on with Crafted World, and then we didn't get any other Yoshi's game.
Yep.
They just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
Just so odd.
Yeah, like Yoshi's games are very sporadic. Like, but again, the first one is for me the best one and one of the best platforms out there. So I definitely recommend it, even if it's just for the visuals and just for the vibe, because the game again. One thing I appreciate that the Yoshi games had over the Mario games until Wonder was there's no time limit in Yoshi games. You can just take your time and enjoy it. With Mario, they had
Which
time
I
limits.
really like.
Yeah, until Mario Wonder. I think Mario Wonder took.
Mario Wonder took out the time limits, which
Yeah,
I really appreciated.
You know
Allowed
what? I
me to
see a
take my
lot of
time.
Yoshi elements in Mario Wonder. Not gonna lie, I see a lot of
Yeah,
elements from Yoshi.
like Yoshi himself.
Well, like Yoshi himself. But let's see. Wario. I played a bit of Wario Land 3. In fact, in front of you, first time playing it. Like the first 10 minutes of the game at
Are you going back
least.
to that game?
Potentially. I played a bit of Wario Land 4 back then, but I don't remember much of it because
On the Wii U Virtual Console?
No, on my emulator phase. I also had an emulator phase
okay.
like you. But Mario Land Shake It or the European title, which I actually prefer, Wario Land the Shake Dimension. It's really fun. Again, it's not as
You
crazy.
want to guess the Japanese title?
No, what is it?
Wario Land Shake. Shake. That's it.
Just Shake?
Just Shake.
Yay, points for us Europeans. We actually got a better name.
I mean, I actually prefer the name Shake It, just because it's like it's a cool name. The Shake Dimension is like, okay, I get it, you know.
But yeah, like those are my thoughts on Mario. Definitely, it's a top tier series for a reason. At worst, it's either just bland and forgettable. At best, it's one of the peak gaming you can ever experience.
Gaming, yeah. Because that's the thing with Mario. You can expect a Mario game to just be fun, like when you jump in. Except the last level.
Jump in, get it? Jump man.
Ah.
Also, it's funny. None of us talk about Mario Maker in the middle of all this.
Yeah, no, I mean, what are your experiences with Mario Maker?
Never played it. That's it. Bye.
There you go. That's the thing. This commentary is more about other stuff than Mario Maker itself, because I'll be frankly very honest. With Mario Maker, I got into the game extremely late. By the time I got into the game, everybody already moved on to Mario Maker 2. And even then, people were not even touching Mario Maker 2 that much, unless the extremely dedicated community,
Yeah.
because they stopped doing updates for that one, which they really shouldn't have. They shouldn't have.
They really
But,
shot themselves in the foot with that game.
yeah. So like, yeah, Mario Maker just got abandoned, and it was one of the games I really wanted, but I was stupid kid, and I should have asked for it for Christmas of 2015 instead of a 3DS, which I wouldn't have gotten. So, yeah. But hey, at least I got Super Mario RPG, so what's that? But like, yeah, Mario Maker, I got into it very late, but I did. But as you guys are gonna see later on in the video, I am gonna showcase the one level I made for it. So.
Oh.
Yeah, but right now I'm showing some random community levels because I think this is how I did this commentary. I did a couple of 100 Mario challenges to showcase like various levels and stuff like that. And then I showcased some community levels, and then I showcased my level, and then I did a 10 Mario challenge, and then that's how we end the commentary. But
For me,
but yeah, I mean,
the best part about this game were the costumes. You want to talk about the costumes and the weird collabs they did?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was funny that they. I mean, I already mentioned that the manga character earlier, but they did Shaun the Sheep, which maybe they delisted that one because I couldn't find it anywhere.
Oh,
so,
that sucks.
Yeah, but they also did like the host from Game Center DX. That's like a Japanese video game show, so that's interesting. And they also did like, I mean, they also did like unexpected collabs, like Triforce Heroes Link or stuff like that.
They had the Mario Kun from the Mario Kun manga.
Yeah,
we saw it in a few levels ago. Yeah.
Some people like don't know about it, and I was like, I've known about it for a few years. Many years actually. I actually knew about it even before it was a thing in Mario Maker. I knew about it because one of my many searches through the Super Mario Wiki, which is a very informative wiki.
It's one of the best ones for sure. Like it's top tier wiki.
I love their
peak wikis. Peak wiki. Top 10 wiki.
Yeah.
Gaming wikis. Number 1 Mario Wiki.
Oh, speaking of that, look at these events. We have Wolf Link. We have Hello Kitty. We have what else? I'm just fucking going around here. Mercedes Benz.
Cat Peach course.
Yeah, and I just started fuck this. Look, it's me. Look, guys, I'm Portuguese.
Bandeira de Portugal.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get anything because by the time I joined, I couldn't upload any courses.
No.
So.
But yeah, about Mario Maker, to maybe talk about it a little briefly. Like I never played either Mario Maker 1 or 2. I was interested in it when they announced it I think they announced it in E3 2014. It wasn't part of their main presentation, but they announced like on the show floor or something like that. Because I remember seeing like some interviews, and I thought, okay, this looks cool. And then again, to bring back that infamous E3 2015, and then they really hammed it in. Oh, this is the big celebration for Mario's anniversary, and they showed like people doing videos with the Mario overworld theme, and I'm like,
that was a way. That's how they ended E3 2015.
No, like it's like the best.
You signed up for this contest. It's like this is how you end the direct.
Yeah, like is this how you end the direct?
Yeah.
Like that was so. That kind of made me not really care about Mario Maker afterwards. Again, I got a bit bitter. Maybe not the. But then I saw more videos about it, like people playing the game, and I saw all the costumes you could unlock. Some of them you could unlock with Amiibo, so there's a lot of Smash Brothers Amiibo. Like you can have the Pokemon characters there, the Metroid ones, which now really makes me wish they brought back those costumes in Mario Maker 2, so you can add like the Ultimate characters, like a K. Rool costume or a Ridley costume, but nope. Or a Simon Belmont costume with the 8-bit design. That would have been cool.
It would have been tough to get all those licenses again.
Yeah, like they did first with the Wii U, with the Mario Maker 1, I guess you cannot caught lightning in a bottle twice.
Also, this is my stage.
Oh, that's cool. Also, that's something.
I think I called it Mushroom Tops.
Is it based on or something, or is it just like
it was an idea I had ever since I thought about Mario Maker. Like, I want to make a stage where you just go on top of these mushrooms.
That's cool.
And that's it. Yeah.
It's mushroom goals from Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Even though I didn't really think of that stage when I made it.
That's the only Mario Kart Wii music in Smash.
Yeah. What the fuck? Well, we'll discuss it more in the eventual commentary.
I can't wait for that one.
But first, there's other commentaries.
Like this Mario Maker one.
Yeah, and the other one that's coming out in a few weeks.
Oh boy, folks, before you ask, if any of you are gonna ask, they're probably not, but I don't know what it is. So I'm
Yeah,
just as
most
shocked
of the
as you
time
are
I
when
keep these
he.
commentaries a secret from my friends.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be shocked when it's revealed. Oh, he's gonna play Waluigi, Psycho Waluigi.
Oh, Psycho Waluigi! Oh my god, this is a peak fiction. What is it?
Oh, you don't know.
I don't know about Psycho Waluigi.
He's still so young. No, it's
I'm not like him and Klaus, where they followed so many creepy pastas. I don't follow that shit.
Dude, it's not a creepypasta, it's a Mario fan game. Like a regular Mario fan game where you play as Waluigi with psychic abilities.
What?
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna have to show you afterwards. Yeah, it's a fan-made Mario game where you play as Waluigi and he has psychic abilities. It's a 2D platformer. Really good.
Oh my god.
With a lot of remixes of... he has a remix of Waluigi Pinball, a remix of Ashley's theme from WarioWare, and... Oh, that's a side series I forgot to mention, WarioWare, but...
Yeah, WarioWare. Which games have you played?
I think I just played Get It Together. I got it for my birthday a couple of years
This
ago.
one?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I legit had a lot of fun with the main story and everything. You can play as the characters in there. There's a Fight 'em Free Houses event where you
Yeah, of course.
have tea time with it, which is really funny. And the new one
Yeah.
they announced, it has an Engage event as well. So Fire Emblem keeps appearing in WarioWare.
I mean, I've played Touched, which that was the first one I did for the DS, and then I played the original one on NSO when GBA games were coming, and I really enjoyed it. I want to play the other ones. I want them to bring Twisted. Come on, do it.
I'm surprised they did like the new one they announced. I completely forgot about the name, but it looked like a smooth move. Yeah, like like a spiritual successor / sequel to the Wii.
The Japanese subtitle, I think, is very similar to the Smooth Moves Japanese subtitle. So I think that was the intention.
So that's the intention. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I heard people like the Wii WarioWare game, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, the creation process.
The creation process. I like that you had like four Mario themes. Mario 1 for the NES, Mario 3 for the NES, Mario World, again, peak gaming, and then Mario U. Then they announced for the sequel they put 3D World, and I'm like, that's interesting. You pick that one. That's gonna make the Mario Brothers U one obsolete, but sure.
But you know the cruelest thing about that is that they put the Super Mario World theme under special themes. So you cannot like bring over the same kind of assets. You cannot switch between themes easily with that one. You gotta have to restart things because it has so many unique assets. They could have added like a Super Mario Bros. 2 theme. They never did.
No, they added a power up that makes Mario play like his Mario 2 USA counterpart, and I'm like, thanks, I guess. As a big fan of Mario 2 USA, I'm like, I guess I'll get the crumbs then.
What the fuck, dude? Like, they said special themes, plural. They only put one. Oh.
Reminds me when in the 50 Facts Extravaganza for the Smash Brothers Wii U and 3DS, they said for the Palutena guidance conversations, like, oh, special guests may appear. There's only one support that has this, and it's someone with Chrom and Robin.
Yeah.
Special guests will appear, and by special guests you mean one guest, and it's
And
Chrom Fire Emblem.
off.
And it's Chrom Fire Emblem getting dunked on for being too similar to Ike and Marth. But let's ignore Lucina's right there as a clone of Marth.
Jokes on them. He appeared in Ultimate.
As a clone of Roy.
Wow. With Ike's up hair,
FB, which kind of fits him more, I'd say.
Yeah. But I'm here showcasing one of the alternate paths.
Oh, it's a good game. It's speak gaming because you want to have ultimate paths.
Yeah, alternate. Wait.
What? Anyway.
Whatever. It's very tricky. You gotta know the invisible block, then you go up.
What is this, Mega Man?
Yeah, it's not disappearing or reappearing blocks, so you're good.
Oh, speaking of which, this is a Mario commentary with Dino, and none of us has mentioned Mario 64 yet. You want to talk about Mario 64 for a
bit? Maybe I could do that a commentary one day.
Mario 64.
Maybe I bring some other people too. No, I'll just say it right now. Super Mario 64, I really like that game, and I think I already mentioned it in my Super Mario Bros. Commentary. But maybe one day I'll do a commentary. Maybe. I have other things on my mind. But
could you imagine
like a certain commentary that we may do in a few months.
Oh boy, that one I know what it is, and it's gonna be special.
That one, the spring, and another person who will be joining us, who you can could probably easily guess who it is.
I wonder who it is. So call me Johnny.
Oh my god! Oh, I'd be so honored, honestly. But yeah, we're doing a commentary, and I think, you know what? I'm gonna say right now, we may start recording in next month.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll keep that a secret for now because it's definitely gonna be an interesting commentary. That's for sure.
Very appropriate,
So,
given what's happening this year for that specific franchise.
Oh, yo, God, I don't even want to hint at it. I really don't. I want to keep this a secret for
see.
everybody else. But yeah, we're kind of wrapping up this commentary with the 10 Mario challenge. There's many minutes left. Wow. So I guess do you want to say like what was the last few things you played on the Wii?
I think was oddly enough DuckTales Remastered.
Huh? I wanted to play that game.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Getting the Cloud DLC for Smash Wii U. Because at the time there's already rumors about the Smash game for the NX.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna bother with Bayonetta DLC. I'm not gonna bother with Lucas DLC. Corrin DLC, I'm not even touch that with the 10-foot pole.
Oh boy, we'll discuss that more in the future.
But Cloud, I was interested in him, and so I got the DLC for Cloud, which also included the Geno costume. There you go, see, it ties back to Mario. But that was that. Mario Kart for sure with my dad always, and yeah, that was pretty much. My Wii U journey is really just Smash Bros. And Mario Kart 8, with a bit of Splatoon and some Virtual Console games here and there.
And maybe a Zelda.
And maybe a Zelda. But I still think it's a good console for sure. Like, it just needed a better name and more support.
And also the way they marketed the console, they constantly were showing the gamepad and not the console itself.
Again, it sounded like an add-on, not an actual new console.
Yep. I guess to just go briefly on my Wii U journey. I got the console on my birthday 2015, which was also the same day as Satoru Iwata's funeral, so in a lot of ways it kind of felt like it was passing the torch, or I was like getting this console as like a way to honor him, even though I already wanted the console for many years before that. And then my journey was like I got Mario Kart 8 as part of the bundle. I got Smash Wii U, I got Splatoon 1, and I got Wii Fit U that came with that bundle as well. And I was like, thanks, Dad, but I don't have a Wii Remote or Wii Balance Board to play it. And eventually we got them. Eventually we got those, but I didn't play Wii Fit U that much, gotta be honest. Because it's like, especially, there was one time I wanted to go back to it, but then I realized it takes like so many batteries to power up that balance board, and I'm like, no thank you.
No,
God.
thank you.
But then I remember in 2016, when so many people were just talking about the NX, and there was nothing really new happening with the Wii U, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to be playing a lot of games that I just didn't play before. So that was the summer I played Super Mario Galaxy, Twilight Princess HD, Wii Sports, Waymark HD, and to wrap it all up with No More Heroes. And it was really nice. That was a nice summer. And then it was just shitstorm afterwards with high school. Fuck that. That was not a good period of my life, folks. Oh, fuck that. Oh, God. Like, imagine like having a lot. Like, you finish 9th grade, you finally think that you know shit, and then you hit high school, and then you constantly get negatives in your tests.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Now, high school, at least here, when it comes to transition to 9th grade to 10th grade, now it's rough. Like,
it's rough.
Even back when I was going from 9th grade to 10th grade, I felt that struggle. So, no, it's because like I still remember the comparison. Like the stuff they would teach you in like 1 or 2 weeks is the equivalent of 1 month in the middle school. That's how big the gap. Again, at least in the Portuguese education system.
Yeah, and even then, I mean, we're now adults. We're now no longer in like that scenario. I wonder how the kids these days have it with high school, if they have it worse or not. I mean, I've heard that they're adding a new discipline called literacy-ish.
Literacy?
Yeah, I don't know what that is gonna entail, but I mean, it translates literally to literacy.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's that gonna entail and how much it's gonna help kids nowadays. But I mean, I hope it works out. I mean, I hope it's better than Educação Básica da Linha, which did fucking nothing. Like that means education for the how do I translate?
What's the name in Portuguese again?
Educação para a cidadania.
Something about citizenship, like education for citizenship or citizenship education.
That could have been a subject where we could have talked about actually useful stuff. We never did anything with that, and eventually the subject just went away. So,
Yep.
what a waste of time.
So that was entirely pointless.
Yeah, just like Sonic Boom. Huh?
Okay, not the example I was expecting you to give, but sure.
Gotta tie this in with the Sonic Adventure commentary, huh?
Yay!
Yeah, look, coins, rings. Yum, yum, yum.
Hey, there's space in these things.
Oh.
Oh, that's another example for the Wii U game, Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric.
the whole deal that Sega has, like, oh, we'll make free Sonic games exclusive for the Wii U, was what only did harm to Sega
For
and
both
Sonic.
parties, like we said last time in the Sonic Adventure commentary, it harmed both parties.
Yeah, because Sega just lost a lot, and Nintendo didn't gain anything of substance. One of the games was Mario and Sonic at the Slushy 2014 Olympic Games. That was already going to be on the Wii U, regardless.
Yeah, why was that a part of the deal? What the hell? I mean, to be honest, that's the last winter game, so they never touched the winter games again.
Yeah, which, I mean, it was the first Mario and Sonic game to have online, so that's something, but it was limited to only 4 events, so...
Wow.
It was when Nintendo was very weird with online.
Yeah.
It's so
I mean,
hard to say,
it's not that they're not weird now with online.
I mean, they still are, but at least with the games, they're less restrictive in how much you can access. I mean, for Super Mario Maker 2, you can actually have online multiplayer with friends, so at least there's that. Even if it kind of sucks.
Again, it's rough. I'm gonna call Maximilian do when he reacted to Joker in Smash Brothers. Like after the presentation. Congratulations, Smash Brothers. In my case, is congratulations, Nintendo. You did everything, and everything is happy. Please fix the online. Please.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that, especially with the code and stuff like that. But again, we can discuss that later.
Later, we have a lot of things to talk about Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah. To quote some Call Me Johnny, if there's something that I don't like in a fighting game, is lag.
Zoom to Smash Brothers Brawl.
Yes. That's Nuko versus Capcom.
That's a very underrated game. Very underrated
Yeah.
game. But we'll also talk about that in another commentary, won't we, Ryan?
Yeah, another one, which may come out later this year, maybe. I don't know. It
Depends if a certain compilation arrives on the specific time frame, isn't it?
Yeah, it really depends. And it depends if I also get the compilation shortly after.
Yeah.
Maybe I could ask it for Christmas.
Yay! Santa Mingo will give it to you. Oh, Mingo!
You're already kind of... Whatever. I won't detail it.
Again, it's only a spoiler if you say it's a spoiler.
True. But now, people will think it's a spoiler because he said that it's not a spoiler because it's a spoiler.
Did you get all that?
No. He got all that, and then I was like, nah!
Did you get that?
That Kingdom Hearts scene. Or when Goofy dies.
Kingdom Hearts is special.
Kingdom Hearts, I don't...
You know what? If the Mario Maker 2 had the costumes, Sora could have been there,
Yeah, Sora could have been there. That would have been cool. It's like, yeah, I wonder if he would have had any voice lines, or what would it be is like the victory fanfare for him.
Yeah, probably be the victory fair, I'd say.
Wait, what? What would be the victory fanfare for him? It probably would be the victory fanfare.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly. The victory fanfare from Kingdom Hearts, from Smash Brothers. There you go.
Oh, okay.
And then explain it well. My apologies.
Yeah. Words.
Words. What do they mean?
But okay. That's actually the end. I mean,
what a great
a little bit.
You know what? We ended this commentary the same way Smash Brothers ended, with Sora.
With Sora, yeah. We're probably gonna transition to a black screen after this. Any final thoughts you want to say about the Mario Maker or anything we talked about?
Just looking back at the Wii U and Mario Maker, it's so weird that it's been 10 years at least since a lot of things regarding the Wii U were coming out, and it's it was definitely an era for Nintendo. It had its ups and downs, like most eras do, of course. It's nothing new, but it's so
Thank you.
interesting. Like again, living it through it and understanding. Oh, companies are not your friends. They will make mistakes. They will mess up. And but still, at the end of the day, they still have some great games that we now have. We have them on the Switch with more content, even if it doesn't.
Most of them.
It doesn't justify the $60 price tag, but that's another story.
Yeah, yeah.
But like looking back at the Wii U and Mario Maker, it was an era that I look back fondly, and let's see what the future holds for Nintendo. That's pretty much what I have to say.
All right, and I pretty much share similar sentiments. especially,
Kupiao! Accuse you of doing plagiarism.
You're the one being a copycat.
I found you, faker.
You're faker. I think you're the faker around here somewhere. You comparing yourself to me? Huh? They're not even good enough.
I'll make
to
you read
be
those
my
words.
fake. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else. Thank you all for watching, and have yourself a damn good one. Laters.
Bye. Adios.